Welcome back, learners. Now let us look at our application questions. All right. Now let's look at application question number 1. It says to us, the Milky Way is often compared with the shape to a fried egg. Provide reasons for this. If you still remember, we said what was the shape of our Milky Way galaxy. We said scientists believe that it looks like a flat disk. Sometimes they say that it looks like a fried egg. Now we have to provide reasons why we are saying it looks like a flat disk or it looks like a fried egg. It is because it is about 100 times wider, okay? It is 100 times wider than its thickness. That is why it gives us that shape that almost looks like a flat disc, okay? So let us write that down. We are saying that it is about 100 times wider than its thickness, okay? And this is why we say that it gives you that egg shape, okay? So if it's wider and the thickness is not that wider, okay? So it is much wider than it is thick. So the thickness is not that thick, but the wideness is wide. That's why it gives us that shape of a fried egg or the shape of a disc, okay? I hope we understand that, where that concept comes from. Now let us move on to question number 2. Question number 2 says to us, if the sun stopped giving off light and heat, how long would it be before we notice this on Earth? Now think about it. If the sun stops giving off light and heat, this implies that the sun is no more. That means the sun is dead, which scientists have, astronomers have, finally concluded that someday the sun is going to die. So how long would it be before we notice that the sun is no longer producing light and heat energy? How long will we do that? How will we notice? How long will we notice that, okay? If the sun disappears suddenly, the total darkness that is going to reach Earth will take about 8 minutes to reach the Earth, because the current light that we are seeing now, it is the light that took place like 8 minutes ago. We are actually looking at the light from the past. It is not the actual light that we are experiencing directly from the sun. So that is the reason why we are saying that if the sun was to stop giving off light, we as the people who are on Earth, we will experience the darkness and we will notice that the sun is no longer producing light after 8 minutes, okay? Did you know that? I'm sure you didn't know that. Now that you know that it might take up to 8 minutes of the light to show that there is no light, there's no more light on Earth. The sun is no longer producing light. So it will take about 8 minutes. So let's write that down. Now, if the sun disappears suddenly, oh, sorry about that. Let me suddenly. The total darkness will be observed on Earth after 8 minutes. After 8 minutes. Now it makes you wonder, learners, that are we really living in the past or are we living in the present? If it takes like 8 minutes for the light to reach us, it makes you wonder all those things. So this is the time. This is the time it takes the light to reach Earth. It takes. Let's go back. It takes light to reach us on Earth. So now you know that if the sun was to disappear suddenly, then you know that the total darkness will be observed on Earth after 8 minutes. And as I've already said, think about it. Are we really living in the past or are we living in the present? Okay, makes you think about that. Now let's move on to the next question, which is question number 3. It says to us, explain the statement. The present light we see from the sun is the light from the past. As we've already mentioned, that it takes about 8 minutes for the sun to reach Earth. It is because of the finite speed of light. When you look at up onto the sky, and you can see that you are looking at something that happened in the past. So we are going to write that down. We are going to say that it takes about 8 minutes, as we said, minutes for light to reach us on Earth. This is because of the finite light, the speed of light, I mean. This is because of the finite speed of light. That when you look up into the sky, when you see the light, you are seeing something that has happened 8 minutes ago. That is why the sentence, when it says the present light we see from the sun is the light from the past, because it is delayed. It doesn't happen immediately. The light that we see, it is sort of like a reflection of something that happened 8 minutes ago. I hope you understand that, all right? Now that we have looked at our application questions, I hope you understood, and now you are aware that the light that you are seeing is something that has happened 8 minutes ago. Go look, go research, try to find out why is it like that, and so on. Now in today's lesson, I hope you enjoyed the application questions. Let us take an air break, and when we come back, we wrap up our lesson, all right?